Low voltage splice rules dictate specific requirements to ensure safety and code compliance. Firstly, splice location is critical. Splices must be located in an accessible location for inspection and maintenance, unless otherwise permitted by the National Electrical Code, also known as the NEC. Splices should not be buried in walls, ceilings, or floors. Secondly, splice enclosures are important. For splices outside of walls, a junction box or other approved enclosure must be used. For splices inside of walls, splices may be made in an approved junction box or a splice box that is mounted on a stud. Thirdly, wire splicing itself must be secure and electrically sound. Wires must be twisted together clockwise and secured with a wire nut or other approved connector. Soldered connections may also be used, but must be protected with heat shrink tubing. Fourthly, splice identification is key. Splices must be identified with tape or other means to indicate the circuit and voltage. Fifthly, the maximum number of splices needs consideration. The number of splices in a single junction box is limited to 18 for 14 American wire gauge wire or less. Larger boxes may allow for more splices, as specified in the NEC. Sixthly, access to splices is essential. Splices must be accessible for inspection and maintenance. Junction boxes should have a cover that can be easily removed. Splices inside of walls should be located near a junction box or access panel for servicing. Seventhly, an exception exists for splices in floor enclosures. Splices in floor enclosures for data or telecommunications systems may be made without a junction box, provided they are accessible and protected from damage. Additional considerations involve environmental factors. Splices should be made in areas with good ventilation to prevent heat buildup. Splices should be protected from moisture and excessive temperature. If a splice is made in a wet or damp location, it must be sealed with an appropriate sealant to prevent water intrusion. In summary, adherence to these rules is essential for safe and compliant low voltage electrical work.